Hello everyone. Did you catch the Windows 11 event today? You might have had some trouble trying to view it as there was a bit of streaming issues, but one of the things that captured my interest today was around Windows 10, rather 11, the integration of Microsoft Teams into it, this big theme of Connect. And so this is the personal version of Microsoft Teams, not the business version, but they really tried to emphasize being able to touch that device and be able to connect and click into connecting with people very quickly. So they wanted to show how easy it was to start a conversation, to have a chat with people. So you see Panos here is introducing Teams, and it's a very different icon on the desktop, but it comes up as a panel and it's got your contact list there. No doubt it's using Microsoft accounts to connect in with your list of people, but note that it's not Skype anymore, it's Microsoft Teams. So they really also wanted to emphasize that it's across devices as well, that you can have the same experience using Teams across mobile, desktop, and laptop. But here we have a good desktop environment or desktop example of going into a conversation and elevating it to a quick call. Now, really nice to see a theme here of connecting people because of at a time when we are all having to rely on video type calls and things like that. But it's interesting to see some of the examples that they use, studying, connecting with people that are across the other side of the planet for work or for just getting up. And like I quite like that it's integrated. But the question I want to ask too here is: this going to make you take a fresh look at using Microsoft Teams Personal? You might be using it at work, but initially my thoughts around using it as a personal application to connect, it faces the same problem. Can we get all of these people onto using Microsoft Teams Personal? Is it actually possible to do that? Um, One of those struggles is trying to convince friends to join Teams Personal and be available online. So I think if I just go back to our view of it on the desktop, that I think by expecting people to sign into, I think it was Windows 11 Home, and you have to use a Microsoft account. You have to be online. I think that's some of the things that I'm reading and seeing. That's going to lead towards people potentially using Teams just for connecting. Now think about your own devices, your own phones, whether that you're using FaceTime or maybe using WhatsApp or whatever. You don't really think too much about the apps that are just inbuilt into the phone. FaceTime, it's there, so you communicate with people who use FaceTime. I don't know what you use on Android. Is it Google Talk, Google Meet, Google something? I forget what it's called these days. But you don't really think about what's built into the device. And with Windows 11, Teams is going to be built into the operating system so that it's an option there to connect with people. And potentially more people will be signed up for Teams Personal. I don't know what this first experience is like when you click in and run it, but I expect that if you're signed in with a Microsoft account, then it's just going to guide you straight through. So is this going to be something that you'll switch over to using a bit more from for your personal life? You know, you're using Teams for work, are you going to use Teams for personal? I wanted to take a quick fresh look at the experience with Teams Personal on a mobile. This is an iPhone coming up here. And taking a fresh look, look, the main thing that I see here is my challenge of how am I going to get other people who I care about or who I want to connect with in so that I can chat with them. I know there's a couple of friends there, Stephen and Lorian, who tried things out because, of course, they're working in the Microsoft Teams space and they're checking things out. But this list is quite empty at this stage. So it's a bit like Microsoft's challenge of trying to get developers to make apps for their OS. That it's the same kind of challenge. How am I going to attract people to connect with me on Teams Personal? But if I look at the mobile experience and take a fresh look, it is actually quite rich, right? If we go into chat, you can guide you towards wanting to start a group chat. Though just do remember that if you do want to just find just one person, have a one-on-one chat, that's there too. Meet, so you can start up a Meet now pretty quickly. But the other applications in the background too have been able to share files, so it will connect with your OneDrive, and so you can share things directly from there. And with tasks, you might have a shared list between the people that you connect with on your personal life, and then it also gives you access to your personal to-do. So, I think that if we're looking back at the integration of Teams into the desktop, we don't see some of those tasks and additional apps. What you do see is the just that it's one or two clicks away or one touch away, as they showed. That you can get a call going, you can meet, you can chat, and that's inbuilt as part of a panel. But you'll go through to that full Teams experience somewhere along here. Let's get into it. Yeah, there we go. So familiar look of Teams there, of being able to work with it. So is this going to make you take a fresh look at Teams Personal? That's my question there. For those of you who are using Microsoft Teams for work, let me know in the comments below. I'm keen to hear. I might try and use it a bit more. Maybe get a family member or two on, and check it out also with some of the other people in my life, like Lauren and Stephen. Are you going to start using it again? Who knows? Anyway, subscribe if you like it. You know where to find me. We'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.